Alright, hello and welcome everyone to Clash of Champions 4. It's been a long time coming, we're very excited to be here with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed that opening video. Seiji worked very hard on it, so super happy that Seiji helped out with that. I'm very sorry about Nightbot. Nightbot keeps deleting you guys' messages. I'm very new to Nightbot, okay? So I'm gonna try and reel it in, but I can't do that right now. We'll have to do that for next time, so try and be a little bit careful just today. I am joined by Virum. Thank you so much for joining me on this grand occasion, Virum. How are you feeling today?
I am feeling incredibly excited for the upcoming matches that we have today, and just for Clash of Champions in general. And as you were saying before, what a fantastic opening video that was. Thanks again to Seiji for putting that together, even though there was the clip of me getting perfected by Dudeakoff, but I'll forgive you for that one. But yeah, it's gonna be an incredible day of matches.
Yeah, I'm very excited to finally get this started. I've been waiting a long time for it, but unfortunately viewers are gonna have to wait a little bit longer because there's been some happenings since you and I last sat down together. It's been about a month, and stuff has been happening with Granblue in that month, hasn't it?
Yes, a lot of stuff, a lot of things that people were hoping for but not quite expecting, things that people wouldn't have seen coming from a mile away. You not counting, of course. You were expecting something along these lines for quite some time, I know.
Yeah, true. I might have had a read, a good read for once. So happy with what we're seeing. There's so much stuff, right? Because I think even people who might have been expecting a sequel, they were expecting like, okay, like a sequel or a beefed up version and rollback. There's a lot more than just rollback. I'm very excited about the crossplay feature because I was a PS4 player for the longest time, right? I had it on PC, but my PC wasn't that good, so I preferred playing it on PS4. And unfortunately, kept getting people kept migrating over to PC, so PS4 matches became more and more scarce, which shouldn't be the case anymore, hopefully. And yeah, so I think that's a big thing, because I have friends also who only had it on PS4, they didn't have a gaming PC available. So I'm definitely happy about that.
Yeah, I think it's especially nice for a lot of the smaller sub-regions, maybe regions that have generally a harder time kind of obtaining a good PC. Being able to get more access to games with people all around the world, and being able to play with people with more stable connections. I'll be able to have casual sets with people in like the east of North America, or even Central North America, South America, wherever. Obviously not ideal for tournament sets, but just being able to play in general with more people around the world, I think is a fantastic thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I found the thing with Nightbot, so I'm gonna free the chat. You're gonna be good, chat. Okay. Nightbot should have been reined in now. So try spamming caps, and hopefully it's fine. But yeah, back to the subject at hand. Our avatars have something to do with this, right? Granbluefantasyversus Fantasyversus Rising is coming up. We know that we are getting new characters. We know that we are getting a bunch of new stuff. So since we have 7 weeks here, and unless something goes wrong, Virum will be here with me each week. We decided to make a top list of the 7 characters from Granblue we most would like to see join the fray in Granblue Fantasyversus Rising. And we're counting down from the bottom of the list. So this is our number 7s. For me, it's Tsubasa. Kind of like a Furio or Yankee stereotype. Basically, if you're into anime or manga, you've seen it at some point. Basically, a schoolboy who beats people up, right? Like a rebellious young teenager. But in the Granblue setting, he has a motorcycle as part of his weapon arsenal, which is extremely cool. So I definitely want Tsubasa to join Granblue Fantasyversus Rising. Why don't you introduce us to your character here, Virum? Your number 7.
Meanwhile, my character is Galleon, one of the 6 elemental dragons. She is the Earth Dragon. And I will admit right now, I'm not the most well-versed when it comes to the Granblue lore. My lore extends to what I peep on the wikis, what I see as like secondhand art retweets and stuff. So a lot of my criteria is, one, do I think they're pretty or cool? And two, do I think that they could offer something cool in terms of moveset potential? And in the sake of Gallium, I think being a staff user with a lot of earth abilities, a lot of earth magic, I think that would be very, very cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's essentially my reasoning.
Yeah, and given that the Granblue Fantasy is filled with such a vast collection of characters, obviously the most popular ones are most likely, right? I think everyone who knows anything about Granblue is expecting Sandalphon to join, right? Because Sandalphon is extremely popular. But we've had characters join who aren't necessarily that popular. Ewell is a good example. Like, Ewell is a popular character, but she's not up at the absolute top, right? So I was not expecting her to actually be added to Versus, but she was, which was very cool.
I think an even more notorious example would be Uno.
Well, yeah, of course. I was going more for the like mid-level popularity, but yeah, unpopular characters have also made it in, and there's also like this thing of characters' popularity enhancing from being included in the game, because Metera was not a notably popular character, but once she came into Granbluefantasyversus, her popularity rose quite a bit. Not with players of the game, but with people around it, at least. So that's also something that you can look at. So before we get into the introductions, which I know people have been waiting for, the matches, another thing that has happened with Granbluefantasyversus is that we've got a new patch. It wasn't a massive patch or anything, which I'm thankful for, because if it had been on the one hand, I would like it to be kind of big, because I wanted to see some changes, right? As a player. As a TO, I'm very thankful, because I knew it was going to happen right before this.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that it's not too big. I don't want there to be like an asterisk next to the results of this event, right? So I am thankful in that regard. But basically, there are a lot of new things available to characters through the rush, and there were some small buffs outside of that here and there as well. But in general, it's basically like, here are new things you can do with rush. So have you been exploring the patch at all? Have you found anything cool?
Well, my character, of course, Percival, was one of the 3 characters who didn't receive anything in terms of changes, so I haven't really had the opportunity to experiment with him. But I have enjoyed hopping in the lab with like Gran and Cat, because they're simple, they're fun. Hitting the Gran corner combo just hits the dopamine shot for like, if you're bored late at night, you just want that injection. You just press that 5U, get the count hit, and watch as you deal 5k damage with no SBA. But yeah, like those 2 in particular, I'd say probably got the most out of this patch. Ladiva as well got some things here and there, but aside from that, a lot of just small changes here and there to kind of ease us in to probably how Rush is going to operate going into Rising, I would say. Just having more options out of Rush, particularly from mid-screen, I think is just kind of a testament to what is going to happen with regards to that game.
Yeah, that's definitely what it's looking like. As someone who isn't overly fond of Rush or OD, I am definitely concerned for Rising, because, we saw a new mechanic which I'm not... Like, we don't really know how it works yet, but at first glance I'm not a big fan of it. And they said there are like 4 more mechanics, so, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed, but at the same time, there's a lot of cool stuff with the game as well, and... It's gonna take a lot for me to not like Granbluefantasyversus, right? Because I spent a lot of time with it. I like the game a lot. So even if it ends up, to me, being a worse version of Granbluefantasyversus, that's still Granbluefantasyversus. So, I'll probably enjoy it.
There's still a lot of love and character in the game. There's still an incredible attention to detail. Just a lot of I think a lot of the core aspects are still going to feel very, very similar. If you're picking Metera, I think a lot of her strongest combos and a lot of her like moves are still going to feel very similar, even though she's going to have some new toys here and there.
There's the thing, though, we're both doing our top 7 countdowns here, right? So, if
True.
any character from my list is there, maybe I won't be playing Metera. Maybe I'll be able to play casuals with Miri again, It's possible, right? So, yeah, so I guess with that, we are going to start moving into our first match. Of course, we have special intros for them, which I will be doing soon. I also promised everyone that we have new titles for every player. You saw a glimpse of them. You saw like the main titles there in the opening if you were paying attention. Except for at MrPOW, because I did already change MrPOW's last season, and I like it too much to change it, honestly. Like, it's too good. The lead up to the title is different, but the elusive rat ruler is too good for me. Like, I need to keep it. It's way too good. So yeah, our first set is going to be MrPOW versus Dudeakoff. After that, we are going to have Zaveid versus Fitizen. And then finally, we're going to have Sonicsan versus Svampen. So before we get into the introduction for the first set here, is there anything in particular you're looking for in today's sets? Obviously, the second set is interesting, right? Because you love both of those characters.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing how Zaveid fares against Fitizen's Percival. Zaveid and I haven't played in a while, but we often go quite back and forth slightly in his favor, but Fitizen is definitely he's definitely a caliber beyond me, so I'm definitely curious to see how Zaveid fares against him. And also just the third set of the day, Sonicsan versus Svampen. It's very unlikely just because of the nature of that matchup. I would love to see the new and improved Gran coming out from Sonicsan against Svampen, but Zeta Gran has, from what I recall, typically been one of Gran's harder matchups, so unlikely we'll probably just see the Belial versus Zeta for great stability.
As far as I can remember, Sonicsan did start off the set at last Clash of Champions with Gran, so I think we might see him at least try Gran, and then we'll see. It's a first to 7, right? So there's
that's true.
A lot of room for that adaptation there. And Gran, one of those characters who didn't just get rush buffs, he actually got some other buffs as well. If I recall correctly, it was his far heavy and was it far medium that got faster?
Far medium got faster. I think far heavy got a frame faster. I'm not 100% sure on that one. And 5U got a couple frames faster as well, so it matches the speed of... So uncharged 5U matches the speed of charged.
Yeah, alright, that makes sense. Okay, well, before we start the set, I am going to do the introductions. I know people are always excited for them. So, for anyone who's new here, let me explain. Since we do have some overseas viewers, usually watching the archives, but you know, I want to pay respect to our Japanese viewers. And since I know Japanese, I've constructed Japanese titles for each player. So I will read them out in Japanese, in my biggest hype voice, and then I will translate them after. Don't worry, you don't need to go study to know what I'm saying about the players. I'll translate it. This has become a big tradition here at Clash of Champions. I distinctly remember one of my favorite memories. I had Fitizen on for commentary several times during the first Clash of Champions, when he was inactive in the game, as far as actually playing it went. And he said later on that his motivation to get back into the game was so he could be in Clash of Champions 2 and get his own title. So, you know, definitely loved hearing that. So with that, let me get in to MrPOW. 掴まれるはずがないその速度、逃れるはずがないその正確さ、1000回の優勝者、逃げ上手のネズミ帝王、MrPOW. With his speed, you can never catch him. With his precision, you can never get away from him. Clash of Champions free champion, the elusive rat ruler, MrPOW. And on the other side, another Metera main, we have Dudeakoff. この男が目の前に現れたら、彼の存在に恐るべし。大海氷の死神、Dudeakoff. If he appears in front of you, you'd best be afraid. The Grim Reaper of Tournaments, Dudeakoff. And with that, I am going to let the players know that they can start. And while this is a set between two Metera mains, I strongly doubt we're actually going to see Metera here, at least not to kick it off. It's probably going to be Vasaraga and Seox, right?
Yeah, most likely. I'd actually quite love to see a Metera mirror between these two. Oh, we're getting at least one Metera. Oh,
Okay.
we're getting the mirror. Okay.
Okay. I was wrong. Maybe my ribbing of Dudeakoff has paid off because I've been bullying him for playing Seox for a while now. I mean, it's a good choice, you know? He's not dumb. He's smart for doing it. But yeah, I know that both MrPOW and Dudeakoff, they don't mind the Metera mirror nearly as much as I do. It's like, it's dumb, but it's fine. But for me, it's like hell on earth. I can't stand it. It's so terrible.
Yeah, a lot of people do not like fighting against their own character's tools, and you know, it's hard enough for characters to catch Metera as it is when they're both flying around the screen in probably one of the most kinetic matchups in the game. It can just be hard to keep track of things all the time.
Yeah, for sure. And also worth mentioning, this is Dudeakoff's first time in Clash of Champions. I haven't really seen him play like these long sets. Obviously, I've seen him in the weeklies, which is versus 5. It's still, you know, decently long set. But they're also like, it's not a tournament, right? It's like show matches and stuff. Like, that's not to say that nobody's taking them seriously. Of course they are, but it's a different type of event. Oh, okay. Ooh, I actually thought that was going to be a punish.
Manages to hop over the 2M, finds his way to set up the butterfly Oki. A little bit overzealous with the OD.
Yeah, MrPOW gonna be able to pressure Dudeakoff with the butterflies here. Pushing in, good blocks.
All the way to the corner, ready for the arrow afterwards. Dudeakoff now in a great position, dealing all this chip, added on with the OD, goes for the throw to be out that patented POW spot dodge, but there comes the OD from MrPOW.
So now they're both loaded with OD, no chip damage available to either player. But yeah, I was gonna say, POW, you know, one hit away from dying.
Yeah, the low starry sky beating out the high one there. Dudeakoff with the first round on the board.
Yeah. Not entirely surprised. Dudeakoff is quite adept at the mirror, in my opinion, so... Oh, he gets tagged by the overhead! Dudeakoff's old weakness from way back when comes back to haunt him.
Yeah, another set of butterflies here. Look at all that chip. This time, MrPOW going for the throw.
Okay, sneaky.
Throw this time.
Yeah, the chip damage coming out here. Dudeakoff in trouble. Okay, gets the OD activation. No more chip.
That was a critical point to escape away from MrPOW's pressure, but still, this is a tough situation to be in, and the far light tagging the feet.
Yeah, everyone's favorite button.
It is very good.
It's very good, and it used to be even better.
Yep. This time, MrPOW off to the races, getting that good round start.
Oh, nice.
Good use of the 236H this time, and look at all that damage being piled on the meter as well. Full for MrPOW.
Ooh, okay. I thought Dudeakoff was going to commit there, but thankfully it didn't, so he didn't have to eat the butterfly. Oh, dear.
Wow, the arrows just trading with each other.
Oh, okay.
Call out on the jump, but no bait on the OD. Dudeakoff getting another chance at life. Tries to be a little bit tricky with a double hop, but POW snuffing it out with the rush.
Yeah, that was a very cheeky attempt, but, you know, POW completely ready for it. And we go back to the room. Yeah, we're gonna see Seox coming out here, you know. Oh. Yeah, this matchup is great.
I'm detecting a hint of sarcasm in your voice.
Yeah. Let me put it this way. This is drowned in more sarcasm than McDonald's chips are drowned with oil. But yeah, I mean, again, it's smart. This is what Dudeakoff should be doing. Oh, okay. Yeah, POW going for the clash there most likely, because that's the general approach you want to have at that move, against that move, but it was a little bit late. So it ended up being a trade instead.
Here comes that devilish strike throw game that you know Seox so well for, but POW quick to escape. And we know, of course, with all the experience, excellent pickup right there. POW, having played this matchup plenty, definitely going to be ready for any Seox that isn't high enough caliber.
Yeah, for sure. Good countering.
Not willing to press versus the plus frames right there.
Could have gone for a rush there. Might have been able to kill even, but I guess he just wasn't thinking of it at the time. Oh,
Rush is gonna beat that. Yeah. That's not gonna punish.
Not fast enough. Unfortunate. Dudeakoff people should know that. I think he was just looking at the flash and not specifically what the flash was, right? Because if that had been anything else, it would have worked. But I think if you're looking for those kinds of things against Metera, you need to look at the icons, because if it's butterflies, it's never gonna work. Like, it's way too fast in recovering.
Yeah, and that's just kind of one of the general things that Metera is all about, using stuff like butterflies as well as the far light to bait the opponent into going for certain evasive or defensive options and create openings that way. Oh, the big hits coming out from Dudeakoff. There's the unblockable OD. This is going to be real tough now. POW does have access to OD himself. Dudeakoff not the best at fighting against OD in general, but goes for the general escape instead. Thunder Flash available. This is a real good position for MrPOW now. Has the advantage. Trying to apply all this pressure, but no chip. Oh, but the wily escape coming out from Dudeakoff to get the round.
Good stuff there from Dudeakoff. And I'm going to take this moment to highly compliment Dudeakoff on his choice of color and mask, because they're both amazing. I'm a big fan. I've heard people complain about it, but I will not stand for it. Oh, Dudeakoff ready for that one. Oh my god, that was sneaky.
Going for the cheeky reset. POW not having any more of that.
Yeah.
Dudeakoff definitely a little bit of a joker. More than happy to go for goofy color combinations, goofy things. He wears a Metera T-pose t-shirt to every tournament.
Yeah. It's very, very based, I gotta say. Oh, okay. There's the EX knockdown. Oh, baited the parry. Not. Oh, never mind. He's just gonna die. I was gonna say now the parry isn't available, so you'll be able to push more pressure. But so I believe we're gonna see a switch from POW here. I would be surprised if he stays on Metera for this, because. Wait, did he press rematch? Yeah, okay.
He did? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he has a lot of games to work with. But I know that POW prefers Vasaraga in this matchup, for obvious reasons. But it's not just that Metera struggles in this matchup, it's also that I believe Vasaraga wins it as well, which is relatively rare against Seox. He's a pretty strong character. Oh, okay, fancy conversions. Wow.
The full combo out of Rush, and that is the patented Metera perfect coming out right there. Metera definitely a character that can steamroll with the right level of momentum, but on the other hand, this can happen.
Yeah, and now
a lot of hurt.
Oh, he dared press a button there. I mean, what else is he gonna do? You know, I understand it.
Oh, wow, Antia with the close heavy of all moves.
Yeah, you could tell POW wasn't prepared for that either. He didn't have any conversion ready off of it. Oh, this is gonna be big.
Probably, yeah. That's gonna sting. Yeah, was probably expecting the full dive attack to come out, the dive claw, but instead the wall hop, baiting out the OD.
Oh, okay, too far heavy. Oh, no conversion though. A little bit too late there.
Goes for the frame trap this time, gets the count hit on the empty hand. It's gonna be a solid chunk of damage.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt for POW.
Got to escape this corner, but it's looking real rough right now. One throw will be enough to do it, and is Dudeakoff gonna go for it? No, goes for the staggers, gets the opening, but not able to find the key hit. And a great spot dodge from MrPOW.
Amazing from MrPOW here, but chip is a factor, and now he can't go OD. Yeah, oh, this is very scary.
Yeah, this is real tough for MrPOW right now. He's playing this kind of very, very aggressive, just wants to keep Dudeakoff from pressing anything. What a jump right there! Immaculate spacing.
Oh my god, Dudeakoff is not good. Oh, MrPOW is in his head.
Okay, he's beginning to rush things a little bit. He's trying to get that final hit. He's trying to rush his way in.
Yeah.
MrPOW just playing this beautifully so far.
And the meter is back now for POW.
Yes,
so he has a lot to threaten with.
He's gonna go for the SSBA to just to deal a load of chip from across the screen.
Ah, and he gets tagged in the end. Unfortunate. It's so well played from MrPOW, but you know, Dudeakoff identifying that he was getting too flustered, that he was like trying to push too hard, backing off, very smart, and managed to bring it back.
Yeah. Now 2-1. POW played the end of that round so beautifully up until that SSBA. He was untouched for such a long time. And looking like he's trying to maintain that level of composure and momentum going into this game.
Okay, this is outside of the game, I apologize, but I'm gonna mod you, God Flash, so if another bot shows up, shoot them for me, please. Thank you. Okay, back to the match.
Once again, very similar to what we saw the previous couple of first rounds. POW very much in control of the pace, having a lot of momentum, moving, dancing around Dudeakoff, and getting another very clean round on the board.
Nice. Yeah, MrPOW is playing this matchup extremely well, and you know, there's always something to be said, like, no matter how good a matchup is, if you're using it as a counter pick, which Dudeakoff is, that's still your sub against their main.
Yes, very much so.
Oh, there's...
Trade.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, and
nice challenge
there. Yeah. Pushing in, and Red the parry. What's coming up next? Oh, yeah!
Overhead. That's the extension with the rush, 6-2-3.
Yeah, he saw what was coming.
Yeah, but now POW just in a fantastic position. No empty hands. Dudeakoff has to just kind of brute force his way in. Oh, that air throw is the start.
Oh, that's probably not what he wanted. Oh, okay, but gets the knockdown here. Back shift.
Willing to go for that back shift. The throw comes out once again.
POW takes another game.
Two.
Yeah, definitely an interesting start here. I think all of us were expecting the Vatsuraga because, you know, MrPOW famously brought it out against Fitizen at last Clash of Champions and ended up taking that set in a pretty close manner. He even won, I believe, one game, or maybe it was two, against Fitizen's Percival with Vatsuraga.
Yeah, Vatsuraga, definitely a character that does very solidly against both Seox and Percy, so stable pick in that regard. But it seems that MrPOW just has a lot of confidence in his Metera right now, believes that she is the one that's going to get the job done in this cat and mouse bout.
Definitely have to applaud him because, you know, the level of focus he needs to keep up to do well in this. Exactly, you saw what I mean in this type of matchup. Yeah, commendable decision on his part. But again, it's a long set, you know. He always has the option to flip over to Vatsuraga if he feels that's the way to go. Oh, okay, gets the knockdown. He keeps getting these parries that I don't think he's actually looking for. Okay, the pressure. There's the throw. Got him in the corner. Another throw.
Yep. Got him scared to go for those jumps now.
Yeah.
Just catching him constantly.
Oh,
okay,
good
finally gets to roll out.
And that's going to be big for MrPOW. And
oh, love the bait on the parry.
This is big, big damage. Gonna get new butterflies here.
Oh, beats out with the projectile, but
yeah,
MrPOW still in a solid spot.
Oh,
what a fake out on the throw!
Woo. Oh man, yeah, that's big. Okay. Oh, didn't quite get the conversion, and MrPOW gets something up here. Baits the parry again, pushing him in. Okay. Oh, I thought it was going to get a conversion. That would have been so beautiful. Like, with the butterflies. Yeah. Called it out with a close heavy! Oh, beautiful counter poke from Dudeakoff.
Yep, critical challenge right there. Uses rush to get all of that corner corner carry as well. Little empty low.
Oh, okay. Corner position here. Yeah, POW read it! And POW is now ahead.
That's such a common thing to do against Metera after blocking that in that situation. You want to kind of just jump out, get that freedom, but a lot of the good Meteras are always ready with that 623H to intercept those jumps.
Yeah. It's a very strong ant there for very situational purposes. In the corner in particular, it's amazing. Like when the opponent is in the corner. And it's good when you're at like a mid-range. There are a lot of angles where it's difficult to actually catch the opponent with it, but if you've been playing Metera, you generally know that, like, okay, well, this is a safe angle for me to throw it out, right?
Let's get all these plus frames coming out from Seox. Gets caught by the Wrecker this time. Gonna catch out to SBA. I said, though, MrPOW does still have a decent amount of health on him. He does also have access to OD if he so wants to use it.
Oh, okay, yeah. The parries have not been working out for Dudeakoff at all. I feel like all of them have either been whiffed or baited.
Yeah, POW is doing a superb job baiting around those. There's the OD coming out.
Oh!
Oh, he can't spot dodge this. That's going to hit for full damage.
Wow.
I think if Dudeakoff hadn't committed to a button, he might have been able to roll there, but that was pretty much the only thing he could have done. Still now a scary situation for POW. No meter, little life, and the rush is just going to snatch him out of the air.
Yeah, rush obviously also a good option against Setter if you're seeing it coming. Since the button press, you can do it quite fast. Oh, actually gets tagged.
Caught by the meaty butterfly right there, but Dudeakoff able to fight his way back out.
Yeah, a lot of pressure coming out here, and POW gets tagged in the end, now stuck in the corner. There's the throw, and another one.
And we're not seeing that backdash from the Wrecker come out too often, the Shadow Trace. We're not seeing it come out too often from Dudeakoff. He really wants to prioritize just staying in MrPOW's face and applying that offense. Beautiful timing on the hop.
Yeah, that was
the
amazing.
SBA afterwards.
OD on both sides. Chip is not a factor, and both players can definitely kill off of any stray hit here.
Yep. Avoids the Gate of Demons.
Yeah, Dudeakoff needs to find a way in here. Okay, trying to bait. Oh, okay, this is gonna be almost pressure.
Yeah, he thought he found his way in, but alas, not this time.
Oh, POW is now stuck. Yeah, there's nothing you can do there. He, unfortunately, Dudeakoff read what he was doing, stayed put, and, you know, MrPOW just had to deal with that. I love how goofy this mask is.
Especially when it's cracked like that, just the angry face on it.
When it's cracked, it's so good. Oh, Rosetta, my beloved. Yeah, that is the absolute best answer Metera has to that. But the timing is very, very strict. I remember early on when POW discovered this and we were looking at it, he said, like, I don't know if this is actually realistic. Like, I don't think I want to go for this because it's too difficult. But we're seeing him do that a lot now, consistently. So obviously he's been practicing it.
Yeah. It's really, really important to be able to practice those kinds of situations against a tough matchup like this one.
Yeah.
Because they can, at times, define the matchup dynamic in your favor at times.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, putting on some meaty. Oh, okay.
Good match this time. No shenanigans coming out from the forward Shadow Trace.
Yeah, not gonna... Those things aren't gonna work anymore. Oh,
and calls out the jump. Just out of range to get the far medium though, but it doesn't matter. Another dominant round coming out from MrPOW.
Yeah, that was a clean... That match was very clean from MrPOW's side. It was super fast too.
As I mentioned before, just Metera, when she gets going and she's able to maintain that momentum, keep getting those openings, set up those butterflies, those rounds can go by very quickly. There's another one of those critical openings. Look at how much damage and screens carry that is. And the...
Oh, okay, that trade.
What a trade. Crucial press from Dudeakoff right there.
Oh, another trade, but definitely Metera's favor, because POW gained a lot of distance there.
Gonna take the pulse frames, of course.
Dudeakoff trying to find his way in. Okay. Good rush from POW.
Now, real tough situation for Dudeakoff, but beautifully placed jump from MrPOW.
There's the throw.
Ooh, gets caught by the new perspective, rushing in to get those plus frames.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Getting tagged here. And these are the types of things that hurt a lot, because it's quite difficult for Metera to get out in any way during this, and you keep getting chipped at more and more.
Yeah. Yeah, Dudeakoff is mixing up between his 236L, 236M. He's cycling those options very, very well, as well as their follow-ups.
I feel like Dudeakoff is walking back too much. Like, Seox is definitely a character who can stay inside Metera's face, but when he puts himself in the situation where he keeps having to go in again, that's when POW manages to, you know, get a big opening like he just did there. And the spot dodge on the OD activation, closing that out for MrPOW.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. I think when Dudeakoff has a lead, it makes sense to kind of back off, just be able to put yourself in a position where you can react to a lot of what Metera is doing, particularly if you've already returned to neutral. But, you know, when you're at the deficit and you actually need to work your way in, that full screen zone, that near full screen zone, is exactly where Metera wants you. Yeah. And so you have to be able to just stick to her like glue once you find that opening to get in. Dudeakoff sticking with that Seox, of course, it has done him well. 3 games so far, but momentum so far is so heavily in MrPOW's side of the court, and a great challenge right there.
Looking strong so far here. Definitely been showing his matchup practice. And we're getting that again with the parry. I don't know, like, if that's intentional, then I don't know what he's going for. I can't help but feel that it's something happening by mistake.
A real solid sequence coming out from Dudeakoff.
Okay.
Oh, the super jump out of the hop allows for that turnaround, of course.
Yeah. Oh,
but what a great use of the 236H right there.
Yeah, smart stuff from Dudeakoff.
Close range, unsafe 2U, no prisoners taken.
Oh, POW, you. Everyone knows what I want to say about POW. I'm just not gonna say it. Oh man, if that had been a pickup. Okay, Dudeakoff trying to inch his way in here. Not quite finding the opening yet.
Yeah, this is what we were saying before, you know, Dudeakoff just at a pretty big deficit right now. Having to work his way in, gets clipped out of the rush right there, and the trade once again for Metera.
Yeah, rush is not a great option against Metera because of it being strike gimbal specifically, because obviously Metera will pressure you with projectiles a lot of the time, so rush doesn't have the same usage in a matchup against Metera as it would in most other matchups.
Once again, we're seeing these trades coming out here and there, but they're always in MrPOW's favor.
Yeah, gets the overdrive activation. Chip no longer a factor. He can get a hit here. Oh, almost there.
I really do like that decision from Dudeakoff to just kind of run forward, just close that gap, not allow POW to kind of run away, but unfortunately not ready for that rush. And now MrPOW.
Yeah, I agree. I also like that decision.
Run up.
POW has been very smart in his use of rush. I feel like they've bailed him out a lot of times so far this set.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing a lot more rush coming out from him than the backshift. Of course, you know, backshift, Metera, one of the characters with the faster backshift, allowing her to get out of trouble, but rush been so good. There we go. Once again, using the rush defensively to get Seox off of him.
I feel like Dudeakoff has fallen back too much a bit into doing the the wall dive, always cancelling it, because he isn't really doing it anymore because POW punished him once or twice for it. But there have been situations now where he would have got... Oh, this is big damage.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt.
But there are situations where he would have gotten in with it now if he didn't cancel it. I think he needs to mix that option up a little bit more, because that is, as it is right now, POW basically doesn't have to worry about it, because he's never actually doing the dive.
Well, that was surprising right there. No punish after that back shift.
Yeah.
With throw. Still, POW does have a little bit of meter to work with. He is quite close to dying, but again, they're at that range that MrPOW wants to play at. More than happy to just fire these arrows. And now has that corner control as well. And there's the rush to tag him out of the execution. POW now 1 game away from taking the first set of Clash of Champions.
Yeah, and I mean, the story of this set has been rush, right? POW's rush usage has been absolutely immaculate. Obviously, you know, it's an option which doesn't carry that much risk to begin with, but it's been helping him a lot. He's been bringing it out at the exact right moment to actually, like, either kill with it or just, like, stop Dudeakoff's approach.
Yeah. With the way that Seox kind of has to play around rush, he has to often preempt it if he doesn't already have that strike throw game in the corner established.
Yeah.
You know, he can try to anticipate it with the spot dodge, or if you're really, really good, you can react, but Dudeakoff having a hard time doing that so far.
Yeah.
Good defense on the behalf of Dudeakoff right there, though, able to survive that onslaught.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, just a touch too slow to get the punish there. Again, the challenge on the 6M follow-up. The hop versus the OD, but not able to get the punish.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Well, traps with the pressure, but again, like, this is real tough for Dudeakoff. Finds his way in this time, once again with the 5U. And here is how he can play the game, but the rush again.
Yeah. The rush has been just POW's best friend by far. Oh, and the hard knockdown.
Yep, OD is now over. Look at all that chip that's going to be piled on from the butterflies. OD is coming out. This is not winnable.
Yeah, that's a disaster for Dudeakoff. Worst possible situation. Oh, beautiful anti-air.
Oh, yep, lovely pickup so far. MrPOW 1 round away from taking the first set of Clash of Champions, and that close heavy is certainly a way to make the statement.
This is big.
One more hit will do it.
Okay,
good rush coming out from Dudeakoff.
Oh, big damage. And the X knockdown.
Dudeakoff fighting back right now.
Oh, no conversion. That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Oh, crucial arrow. This is a real tough situation to be in, and the far light to punish the Thunder Flash. MrPOW taking the set 7-3.
Yeah, Dudeakoff was kind of mounting a comeback at the end there, but yeah, POW bringing it home in the end. Very good stuff from, well, I mean, good stuff from both players, obviously. You can see that MrPOW is definitely, you know, he's been working hard on this matchup. He picked up Vasaraga in order to be able to deal with the character, but if he can avoid it, he obviously would rather stay on Metera, right?
Absolutely.
No surprises there. So yeah, good start for our reigning champion, MrPOW, putting a win on the board. Disappointing beginning here for Dudeakoff, I'm sure, but you know, he has 5 more sets that he's gonna play. Plenty of time to make it up in the scoreboard.
Plenty of time indeed. Plenty of other opponents to fight against, and it's going to be an exciting set of weeks. 6 weeks, of course, left of Clash of Champions after this one. I believe every player also has a break week.
Yes.
In this week, it is
Dragoi
on his break.
Yeah, Dragoi won't be playing today. Obviously, you know, we're looking forward to seeing him play. He's obviously, there's no seeding here because it's a round robin. Everyone's playing everyone, right? But assuming this was seeded, Dragoi would be the first seed. because his results are just way too strong this year. You know, he got 5th at Evo, and basically every other event he went to, I'm pretty sure he won. Like online or, well, okay, not every online tournament, but you know, the really big ones. The GBVS League a few weeks ago, he got 1st. And what else? I don't think he went to any offline events except Evo, did he?
There was another one in Spain. It was a multi-game tournament, I believe. I forget the name of it, but he definitely won there, and he won. I think he won like 4 of the events at that event. So of course, not only is he incredibly good at this game, he is a man of many talents when it comes to fighting games.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just incredible player.
Yeah, and very young, so you know we're gonna definitely be seeing him develop even further, assuming that he sticks with fighting games. So yeah, that will be a fun thing to look forward to, especially in Granbluefantasyversus Fantasy Rising. Oh, don't worry, Rogue Dragoon in chat. I hate OD and Rush. Don't worry, I hate both of them. So gonna look at. The next match coming up here, which is going to be Zaveid versus Fitizen. I would say Fitizen is the favorite player here, but I haven't seen Zaveid play against most of the players here in Clash of Champions, so I'm very interested in seeing, you know, how he's been preparing, what he's going to be bringing to the table.
Yeah, Zaveid's definitely a really, really interesting one. Probably the wild card entering this tournament. He had a very hard pool. Coming into this, but he came out on top even over some really, really strong players such as Soki, who I think in that pool was probably the favorite to make it through. And you know, his recent results against a lot of other players kind of shows to that. Getting 3rd at the GBVS Community League, able to get wins on a lot of very strong players in his time in that bracket. So Zaveid, definitely a really, really exciting player to watch. Very kind of aggressive with the way that he plays his Zooey. Not quite as like lab heavy or technical as someone like Svampen from France, but he's very, very sound in the way that he plays the character and kind of cemented himself now probably as the strongest Zooey main in Europe at the very least.
Yeah, for sure. Zaveid has definitely been developing, and you know, last Clash of Champions 3, he had a very good start in Contenders, but unfortunately ended up falling short. So I know his goal going into this, when he qualified for Clash of Contenders 2, was to make it out of his group, which he did do. I hope he's not satisfied there. That's the only thing I'm concerned about, because I know that was his goal. So he accomplished his goal. Hopefully he'll be able to bring a lot more to this level of the competition as well. But you know, we'll see. And obviously, you know, Fitizen, I mean, come on. Do we even have to say anything? I think anyone who knows Granblue Fantasyversus in Europe, they know Fitizen, right? Absolute gamer.
He doesn't really need much of an intro, but you know, being the professionals that we are, we will give the chat an intro nonetheless. So of course, Fitizen, if Dragoi was the hypothetical 1st seed, I think we would all agree that Fitizen would be the 2nd. Alongside Dragoi, he has won his share of events online here in Europe. He hasn't had as much of an opportunity to compete offline, but his results speak for themselves, as well as just the general perception of the community of him as a player.
Yeah.
A lot of people, myself included, think very, very highly of his ability and his insight on the game, and just his ability to kind of break down and analyze a lot of situations and articulate them so effectively as well, I think.
Yeah. I mean, from my side, outside of Svampen, who I speak to every day and have for like the last 4 years or something, the vast majority of my conversations about this game and you know, improvement, and also, you know, what makes a good player and everything is with Fitizen. Whenever I am looking to potentially do a new event or anything like that, it's usually Fitty who not necessarily pushes me, but he finds the way to ignite that fire in me to go and do it, you know? So, you know, shout outs to him for that, of course. And yeah, I mean, as far as fighting game fundamentals, I think Fitizen is the most solid, largely because he also has... He has everything to a certain degree, because he has the mentality, and I've never seen him doom post even once, even after horrible losses, right? I think I've seen every single other player, even Dragoi, get into that negative spiral after they had a bad loss. And Fitizen obviously also does that. It's human, but he is a master at picking himself back up. And that, I think, is the most valuable thing you can have if you're in a competitive field.
Yeah, so, having that mental composure is incredibly important, and it's difficult to develop and build up, even with years of experience. Sometimes those losses can really get to you, but it is an important skill to learn nonetheless. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this set plays out. As you said before, the two characters that we're probably going to get are my two favorite characters in this game at the moment, Percival and Zooey. I'd be surprised if we saw anyone else, but should be an excellent set.
So without further ado, let me give the player introductions, and then we can get into the set itself. So, starting with Zaveid. ガッチャゲームから格闘ゲームまで何でも徹底的にやる男。しながらのマエストロ、Zaveid. From gacha games to fighting games, the man who puts his whole heart into everything. The maestro of multitasking, Zaveid. And on the other side, we have Fitizen. 何度でも立ち上がるその執念。彼の武士の魂は常に燃えている。無冠の王者、Fitizen. The tenacity to keep rising no matter how many times it takes. His warrior soul never stops burning. The uncrowned king, Fitizen. And with that, we are getting into the matches. The players are good to go.
Percival versus Zooey.
Exactly what we expected here. Percival versus Zooey. And they have the same, plate image with Zooey there. Okay, a lot of please wait here. I hope this isn't a bad sign. Okay, good start to
two as possible.
Fitty did not get to charge there, unfortunately. Yeah, can't. Well, I mean, you can out there, so you just need to be aware of the risk.
Yeah. The stable anti-air option right there is to go for the light DP for Percival. Speaking of which, using it to get through that, mistimes the 5U, and now it is Fitizen's time to start applying that pressure.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Just a little bit off on the timing right there to get through the dragon.
Oh, this is big though. Gets the corner position here. I'm gonna charge. Yep. Oh, that's a massive hit!
Yep, Fitizen loves to do those delayed close heavies, just try to catch you, trying to fuzzy mash, as well as catch fuzzy jump as well. It is very, very rewarding to land that move, and Fitizen taking that first round, getting the round start far heavy as well into the X seal.
Oh, the honesty! I love to see it. Okay.
And those staggers.
And the honesty!
There's another one!
And
we get a third. We're getting a regular throw. This is looking like a perfect so far. Fitizen in complete control, and there it is.
What a king.
He wants that crown.
Yeah, yeah, he does. That's the thing. Fitty has been very close to winning several times. He's never quite got the Clash of Champions winner title. And, he's definitely a player of the caliber to have one.
Yep. Pick up from Zaveid right there.
Big anti-air.
Nice. Fantastic awareness. Notice that he couldn't get the the follow-up with the heavy afterwards, so it just goes for that. And there's another 5U!
Oh, I love it. Oh, the air stall. Oh, beautiful. Oh, bro!
The shimmy with the back shift, are you kidding me?
Oh my god. Oh, Fitty is going hard right now. Oh. He is in Zaveid's head. Okay, Zaveid getting a good start here. Oh!
I mean, good challenge, but the DP beating the roll right there.
Yeah. That could have been horrible for Fitty, but, you know, ended up being the right call. Oh,
wow, what a whiff punish on the 623L.
Yeah,
playing at the super comfortable range, and that is not going to work against the EX Fireball. That is death.
Yeah, that's dead. So what we're seeing here, I think Zaveid is very used to being able to stop the fireballs, right? With the, I don't remember the name of it, but her cancel from the charge, right?
Yeah, the last wish.
Does not work against EX Fireball from Percival. And that's why we're seeing Fitty. He is looking for the charge. And if she starts charging, he's just going to throw it because she has to eat it, right? There's nothing she can do at that point.
Yep. Yep, there we go.
Ooh,
Wising up to those aerial thunders.
Yeah.
And there's the Exil. He's got more than enough resources to just get the KO here into SBA. This is looking like a very, very dominant start from Fitizen so far.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Fitizen came to play.
Yep.
No doubt about that.
He didn't just come to play, he came to win.
True.
Look at this once again, just forcing Zaveid into the corner. Again, ready with that spot dodge.
Yeah.
Zaveid's got to try to mix up his jump options there.
Looking for the big close heavy there, not getting it. Okay, that's a conversion. And the throw.
Are we going to see another perfect? Oh, he tries to go for a yep. No, Fitizen likes to go for that option versus Fuzzy Mash.
I mean, is it chip range now, though? This is really bad for Zaveid. Yeah, just TP.
Very, very simple. Zaveid would have had to have baited that DP multiple times in order to make that comeback, and it was looking bleak.
So I heard in chat before the set that Zaveid had actually closed all of his gacha games before this. So I think he might want to open them up. Then maybe. Because I think that's from the evidence we have that boosts his power, right? Oh, nice! That was a beautiful conversion.
Yep, lovely pickup right there.
Yeah, he probably just opened Granblue Fantasy between the games. Okay. EX knockdown. Oh, yeah, Fitty getting a big conversion here.
Gets the 5 stocks as well.
Oh, man, he's fishing. Good conversion from Zaveid. What's coming up here?
The sweep. The OD is coming out from Fitizen.
Okay.
Oh, that stings.
Rush.
Able to safe meaty versus the rush.
Wants the overhead.
And all these chips from Percy's pokes. A little bit too late on that 2H.
Yeah. I think Fitty is looking for if the lightning is coming out, which ended up making his anti-air be a little bit late when it wasn't. Oh, no.
Oh, the jump back mess. And that's so unfortunate for Zaveid. Jumping back. Maybe wanted to use the aerial thunder right there, but just got a JH.
I think that's what he wanted. Okay. I love when you gotta clash with the clash like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
5, 3, 2H into the stab. Look at that damage.
The
and the 5U.
Oh, that's gonna be 4-0 to Fitizen.
That, I think, is, what, the third perfect of this set so far?
Yeah, something like that.
My goodness, Fitizen just making a statement so far. Huge jump, but not able to get the punish. Nice, okay, good punish on the landing with the 2M right there.
Okay, nice. This is gonna be a corner position for Zaveid.
Yeah, the high. Nice challenge right there.
Gets the knockdown. Finally gets the charge a bit. Punishable. Oh.
Chooses to go for the side switch.
Yeah,
and the corner advantage.
Wyvern Gauge is out too.
Oh, that might not be
Massive.
enough to get the KO.
Almost.
Yeah. If he did the fireball extension, it would have been enough right there, but
Ah, the
Fitizen in a
overhead
fantastic
coming up.
position, and yeah.
Battle 2. Engage.
Once again, there's that air stall. The JU. Zaveid having a little bit of a hard time. Nice, meeting him in midair, getting that huge chunk of damage.
Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Getting another anti-air.
Yeah. Okay, Zaveid challenging. Trying to find his way out. Oh no. And
Wow.
Fitty 5-0 right now. Oh, so hard to find answers here. Like, I feel like Zaveid has been... He's been stopping the... He's been plugging the big holes in this game. Like, the things that Fitizen was really abusing, he's kind of calmed down on. But it's led to Fitty having an even more dominant performance, it feels like. Because
Yeah.
Fitty is just, like... He is just overwhelming him in neutral.
Yeah, overwhelming him in neutral, keeping him pinned in that corner, and just applying
Yeah.
a load of offense that Zaveid is just having a hard time shaking off. Meanwhile, Zaveid, okay, finally gets the timing of that last wish to get through the EX fireball. Looking for that for a while. The DP just snuffing out Zaveid's attempts to apply that offense.
Ooh, nice. Okay. There's the big ant there again. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Zaveid really needs to stop jumping. I don't know. Like, I don't know what else he can do. Oh, like he needs to find a way through here. It's so hard.
Yeah, Zaveid is definitely a player that likes to jump quite a lot. He's a very, very airborne player and likes to mix up his jump options, but against Fitty, who's just so ready for all of these jumps, he's got to have a bit more faith in his ground game.
Yeah, I feel like the air lightning is still paying off fine, but the problem is he can't. He's not allowed to mix it up. Anytime he doesn't do lightning, he gets destroyed. Oh, and the counter poke from Fitty, keeping him in the corner here. That's gonna be full charge as well.
Yep.
Punish. Okay. Oh!
Oh, probably expected to have Rush there, but he didn't have the meter, and that will be a 6-0. Fitty yet to even drop a round in this set so far.
Yeah, it's looking very dominant.
Battle 1. Engage.
Kind of, you know, what you would expect from Fitty though. Okay, he gets knocked down. Oh, Zaveid
I like the
does
idea
get
from-
conversion here.
That Zooey overhead, absolutely massive. Tons of plus frames here. Finally, Zaveid's time to just apply that offense.
Yep. And the throw. The Wyvern gauge is very low. Oh no, gets back
just a little bit
thrown.
too early.
Okay, good counter.
Willing to just go for that DP right there. Again, just getting those plus frames.
Oh.
Nice spot dodge on the rush.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, the pressure's up. Good counter poke from Zaveid. Another one. Just waiting for the
out
Wyvern
these,
gauge to come back. Oh, big punish available here. Doesn't have super, so can't quite kill. But this is really bad for Fitty. Oh, the activation. Basically, the
Rush
only thing
actually
he
there
did.
would have been enough.
Oh! Zaveid finally taking a round here.
Yeah.
I believe
Good
that's
stuff
the
from
first
Zaveid.
round in the entire set. Good start here from Zaveid. Gets the EX knockdown. Okay. Alright.
More than happy to trade that.
Yeah.
Got a stock as well.
Rush to keep him in. Doesn't succeed. Okay, there's the knockdown.
Ooh, even gets the crouching counter hit confirm into the far medium. Blocking the overheads.
Seeing these small pokes from both players here. Oh, big anti-air!
One more solid opening will do it. Again, just
Oh!
looking for those close heavies, and the fireball gonna catch the back shift. Fitizen now one round away from a potential clean sweep here against Zaveid.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Zaveid trying his best here to stay alive. Good conversion there off of the crouching light.
Yep, nice aggressive action right there from Zaveid. But the sweep coming out after the immediate throw tech. There's Moon Thunder.
Okay.
No dragon available now.
Yeah, but that's big. There's the throw.
Stagger's coming out from Zaveid.
Okay.
A real nice position. One more throw will do it.
The OV
Yep, there
wasn't
it
ready
is.
for it. Lightning.
Yep, that was
Punish. And he gets
a
a
bit too obvious, but
Okay.
the back shift. Zaveid keeping himself alive.
Yep, Zaveid putting a stop to the absolutely rampaging train that was Fitizen. But now he needs to win 6 in a row in order to take the set. And Fiti, throughout that time, needs only 1 game. Good beginning here from Zaveid, though. Good mix-ups there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Too much recovery there to be able to punish.
Oh yeah, getting a little bit too greedy with those stock charges when the dragon is right in front of you. Again, those thunders.
Oh, back throw. Gonna have him towards the corner here. Okay, just waiting. Not ready. The honesty comes out! Can he
There it is.
actually kill from here?
He can.
There you go.
And once again, set point for Fitizen. But we've seen plenty of signs of life from Zaveid so far.
Yeah, he's definitely not given up. He's kept his composure and started to find things that are working for him in the matchup. Ooh,
Yep.
good punish from Fiti. Oh no!
Oh, the count hit as well. It's a solid chunk of
rough.
damage.
That's maybe
Yep,
it,
that
isn't
should
it?
be it.
Yeah.
Yep, he has the resources to close it out. Fitizen taking it 7-1 over Zaveid.
Yeah. Big win for Fitizen there. You know, starting it off with a 7-1, that's gonna do wonders for his points. Really appreciated how Zaveid kept his composure though, because look, when you're getting beaten 6-0, most players are mentally destroyed at that point. And Zaveid, not at all. Like, he stayed in it. He was still looking at how to win the set. And I think that is very important to have as a player. It's what I was talking about before the set, which I believe Fiti is very good at, is this just persistence, right? Even when you get knocked down, you just get back up. And, you know, Zaveid really showed that in this set. He kept looking at, okay, what's going wrong? How do I change this? You know, what can I figure out to switch this up? And, you know, in the words of Fiti, he tried something. And, you know, it worked out. So
He did indeed try something.
it worked out for a little bit, but then Fiti also tried something, which is unfortunate for us. I mean, but yeah, good stuff from both players. That was a very nice start to their Clash of Champions 4 journey. Also, I haven't mentioned it here on stream, actually. It's in the title, but if you do !Matcherino, we do have a Matcherino set up for the players here. I'm going to link it in the chat as well. So if you are so inclined, it will be open throughout the entirety of Clash of Champions 4. So it will be there for, 6 more weeks after this. And yeah, we're hoping to get some support there. There is already a guaranteed prize pool as well. It's the same as it's been the other Clash Champions. I don't really talk about how much it is, but there's some money coming from my pocket for the top 3 placers. With the Matcherino, we can make that even bigger. Want to give a huge thanks to Godflash Thunder. Already put in $20 over there. Huge appreciation. Thank you so much, Godflash, for always supporting. And yeah, if you're so inclined, appreciate it. Also, I apologize if I miss anyone following or subscribing. I don't have notifications on while I'm doing this. I did see that Dudeakoff subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot, man. And yeah, with that, we are gonna move over in a second to the final set of tonight, which is going to be Sonicsan versus Svampen. We touched on this a little bit earlier, specifically that, you know, Sonicsan plays more Belial because Belial is a stronger character, but he likes Gran more. It's a lot more fun for him to play Gran. And Gran did get some buffs now, so I don't know. Maybe he's committed harder to Gran at this point. It'll be interesting to see. Is there anything in particular you're expecting to see in this set?
Yeah, I think at least the majority of the set is likely going to be the Zeta versus Belial. As I mentioned before, I would love to see the Gran. I think Gran has kind of transformed into this very entertaining, high-octane character to watch. When he gets those hits, you know it's going to lead to something, especially now. His reward off of hits in so many situations has become so high, and his ability to apply that close range pressure is really, really terrifying. He can just make these electrifying comebacks out of seemingly nowhere, and Sonicsan has demonstrated that time and time again.
Yeah, definitely. Sonicsan is very much I say this, it sounds bad when I use these words, but he is an emotional player in the best sense of the word, because when he gets the momentum, you're not stopping him. Those are the types of emotions. Yeah, because I don't think he gets affected negatively by the emotions. We've all seen these players where their highest highs are so far from their lowest lows, you can't even believe it's the same player, because they get affected so negatively when something goes wrong. Sonicsan isn't like that at all. What I mean when I say he's an emotional player is that he is in the positive sense, where the momentum is everything. It's not that he suffers when the momentum isn't there, he's just solid. But when the momentum gets going, he's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely.
With that, we are going to get into these two players. Obviously, talk a little bit about Svampen as well. Svampen has also gone to a few events this year, done pretty well. He got second at Brussels Challenge, lost to Nevere in Grand Finals. Who else who's in this competition was there? I know Dudeakoff was, but maybe it was only Dudeakoff? Yeah, I think it's only Dudeakoff who's actually in Clash of Champions who was there. He went to EVO, didn't get as far as he would have liked, but still, respectable placing. I believe it was 17th in the end out of... Wasn't it 1,000 players at EVO? I think it was something like that. It's very...
I think it was about 550 for Granblue.
Okay, yeah. So it was a lot of players at least. So, yeah, Svampen has been doing pretty well as well. Also, he's one of these guys who just never stops practicing. I should know. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes up here. The only question for me is if Svampen has been preparing more for Belial or more for Gran for this week specifically. And with that, going to do the introductions, and then we're going to get into the set. So first, we have Sonicsan. 血の匂いを嗅ぐと相手を絶対に逃さない。飢えてる獣。Sonicsan. Once he smells blood, he will never let his opponent escape. The hungering beast. Sonicsan. And on the other side, we have Svampen. 日々の鍛錬は嘘をつかない。その努力にご覧になってください。物語の主人公、Svampen. Daily training tells no lies. Now watch his hard work pay off. The hero of the story, Svampen. And with that, we are gonna get into the match. I will let the players know they are good to go.
Alrighty. Final set of the day.
I do believe we're going to see Gran at first here. I really do. Oh, okay, never mind. We never even touched on this, but Sonicsan has been practicing Seox as well. I didn't expect it for the Zeta matchup, though. I was expecting it for, POW Dudeakoff, maybe. But, yeah, here we are. I mean, he's a very strong character. I don't think he's bad in any way against Zeta. But it's not one of those characters that Zeta really hates either, I don't think. I don't remember Svampen complaining particularly about Seox as a matchup.
I mean, I think the first thing that comes to mind is, of course, Pogo Oki when Seox has the parry online. Of course, that becomes much less of a factor knowing that the wake-up parry is there. But aside from that, you know, Zeta has plenty of solid tools to be able to fight in a lot of matchups pretty effectively.
Yeah.
So first safe jump, and there's the parry mentioned already.
Also, massive shoutouts to Svampen for picking. He picked this song for my sake. It's the Rose Queen song. I know Rosetta, one of my favorite characters. I have her as my lobby avatar. So, yeah, thank you, Svampen. Very appreciated. Okay. Yeah, the parry works in those scenarios too, actually. Oh, yeah, but I mean, Zeta has her own.
Yep, that Rhapsody. A menace of a move when used correctly.
Oh, good air to
Nice
air
air
there.
to air.
Oh,
Good
he was
spot
ready!
on the OD as well.
Yep. Yeah, I know Svampen has a bunch of OSs ready for that. That didn't look like an OS, that looked like a reaction, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay, getting out of that situation. Yeah, I feel like the mid-range is probably an area where Zeta does probably gives Seox some trouble, because she has very good mid-range pokes, and that isn't really the range where Seox likes to be. He kind of wants to move from the mid-range like into you, but I think it's hard against buttons like Zeta's mediums.
Yeah. But even then, with that in mind, oh wow, they both went for their own parries. Nice use of the 2-2M afterwards.
Oh, and the shimmy! Okay, Svampen looking good here. And with the parry on cooldown, you know, Seox needs to hold the Oki the same way as everyone else. Oh, the trade!
What a trade!
Oh,
He was able to pick up though.
that looked like it was gonna pick up, but not quite. Oh,
Back shift, yep.
chip range now. Yeah, yeah.
Something that I immediately noticed in that game, when Svampen went for that, you know, the safe jump JL that you see a lot from Zeta, she usually likes to go into the sweep, because that's kind of the range that it puts you at afterwards. This time he went into the 2L. That's a change in this patch that we haven't discussed yet. The fact that aerial attacks do less knockback now, so it's easier to kind of stay in the opponent's face.
Yeah, very true. Okay, I need to tell you. I was playing some matches yesterday. First thing that happened when I figured I would try that change was that I got far heavy anyway, so...
Yeah.
Not very impressed. But yes, it does help a lot for certain characters, and it's definitely adding a new type of offense to certain characters.
I'm just content to block all of this so far.
Oh,
nice
the air
throw.
Ends up back in the corner. Okay, yeah. Gets out, but that might be a price he's willing to pay to not be in the corner, actually. Ooh. Okay, well, now he is in the corner anyway.
Attack on the throw. There's another Rhapsody. Ready at this time to beat out the Pogo with the 2H.
Yeah.
Sonicsan getting a round up. Yeah, despite, of course, you know, those Seox pokes not being the greatest as pokes, he does have options to kind of break his way into that mid-range zone. He has the Decay of Demons, he has the X Execution as well. Good spot dodge coming out from Sonicsan.
Ooh, not quite in time to punish the pro attempt there. And baiting the parry. And good punish from Svampen. Oh, and he saw the back shift coming! This is big!
Yeah, I want to say that was an anti-backshift OS right there. Tries to go for the shimmy. Good on Sonicsan, not pressing a button.
Okay, puts him back towards the corner. Gets parried. But that also means the parry is now on cooldown. Rushes back in. Okay. Ah, he came back in time.
Just returned, yep.
Yeah.
Goes for
Okay.
the triple forward instead. Takes the risk, and it pays off. Here comes the safe jump, and the late JL clipping Sonicsan.
Yeah, Svampen is playing very well around the parry being on cooldown here. He's taking big risks in situations where Sonicsan might have wanted to parry otherwise. Oh, not quite in time to punish there. Okay, parry coming out. And good read there from Sonicsan. Oh, too far.
Oh, unfortunate right there.
Gets the Oki here because parry is not up yet, but it's coming up and goes for the pro right when it comes up.
Yep, here we go. Parry again. A nuisance of a move so far in this set for Svampen.
Oh! Armory
Well, dropped it all with Rhapsody, but the OD comes out from Sonicsan finally.
Oh my god, okay, actually gets it there. Oh, that's not what Svampen wanted! Big damage.
That is going to sting. Not boosted by the OD SBAs, but the throw is going to be enough to take the round and the game.
Yep.
Sonicsan tying it up 1-1. Something that I always found quite interesting about Svampen is that he is incredibly proficient with a lot of the cast in this game. Obviously, most well-known secondary being that Soros, being Dolph, but I've seen him on Catalina, on Vera. Like, he is very good with so many characters, and he likes to come out with the Lunalu as well, but in tournament, it's always the Zeta.
Yeah, it's been a very rare occasion where you see him bring out Soros for a game or two. Otherwise, if he enters a tournament, like, with his name Svampen, then he will be playing Zeta. Like, he does these meme entries, you know, he has special names, like, he will be Nekolina if he's playing Catalina. And he will be Nekolina's Yandere if he's playing Vera, stuff like that. But if he's entering as Svampen, then you're gonna see Zeta all the way. And, you know, I've spoken to him about that, and he says, like, he's very stubborn in that regard, in that he says, I'm not going to main a character if I don't believe in them.
Yeah. That's exactly how it should be. You should, if you're going to commit all that time into a character, you should have that faith in them that you can perform to the ability or to the level that you want to with that character.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Oh, good counter poke there from Svampen. The parry coming out.
Yep.
Oh,
good throw versus that rush.
Yeah, another throw coming out. Sonicsan putting on a lot of pressure here. And the parry.
Aggressive use of the Thunder Flash this time. Oh, no follow-up after the Rhapsody, allowing Sonicsan to just quite easily take the round with the ultimate combo afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, good start. Okay, yeah, I like that Svampen isn't deterred by the parry. He's still gonna go for the Oki, not all the time, but sometimes. Just because, you know, if he doesn't parry, that's gonna be big for Svampen. And if he does parry, you know, Svampen might be baiting it. It's like, he lets the mind game continue instead of just giving up on it. Good block. Oh, that's very weird situation there. Allowing him to hit the wrong direction. Yeah, I thought he might have been too far, but not quite, actually. Ooh, okay. Alright, EX knockdown. Oh, big hit!
Oh, frame trap!
Okay. Oh, the
Malady! I think that's the first one of the day into SSBA!
Yeah, and Svampen, the crowd pleaser, as always, giving hair down Zeta to the crowd. I think, like, every set he's played in Clash of Champions, he's managed to get at least one in. I haven't done the stats on that, but he goes for it because, you know, obviously he's trying to win, but if there's a route that will give it, you know, he does it for the crowd.
Truly a hero of the people.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh, EX knockdown.
Stuffing out those pokes. Oh, very nice use of the far heavy, but no confirm.
Yeah, and he keeps getting there, like the 2H from Sonicsan. It isn't a catch-all the way that, for example, Bubs is in those situations.
Yeah. That 2H from Seox a little bit stubby vertically.
Yeah. It's definitely a good anti-air. It's just that specifically against Rhapsody follow-ups, maybe not. Oh my god. Just keeps shimming the
No!
Okay. Svampen blocking. Ooh, that's big.
Yep. Big enough to take the round. Just off to Sonicsan.
Battle 2. Engage.
And that
He
far
keeps getting
medium.
these, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, call them out!
Ooh!
Massive!
That's a whole load of damage. Going to go for the OD ender, but misses the timing of the meaty close heavy.
Yeah. Unfortunately there. Okay, gets the EX knockdown here anyway. Pro!
Yep.
Very bad situation for Sonicsan. The parry is up. Not gonna use it. Okay. Parrying.
Aggressive Thunder Flash once again.
Oh,
Ooh, the melody this time coming out from Sonicsan.
I was gonna say, every time Svampen has been throwing out the sweep in neutral, and Sonicsan has gone for the wall dive, he's always cancelled it because it's been a little bit too early for him to react. Oh no! Cancelling the Rhapsody early and gets tagged. Sonicsan tying it up at 2-2.
Yeah, those multi-hitting normals from a bunch of characters definitely require a little bit more finesse in terms of the Rhapsody usage in order to beat them. You have to be able to wait them out, but of course, Seox could potentially cancel that first hit into something, so it could be difficult to play around.
It makes it a lot harder. Like, Rhapsody is still a good tool, but it's a very different type of game when you have to deal with those. And this conversion is amazing. Svampen. Oh, he actually dodged the... Huh? Was that on purpose?
I'm not sure, but it managed to get him out the corner, at least in that instance.
Okay, minus frames.
From Sonicsan.
Okay, in the corner. Gets out, though. I mean...
Anti-Ed with a close heavy.
Yeah. Oh, over D into OD. Oh, okay, big opening here. Svampen's OD. Yeah, it's gone. I was gonna say it's about to be gone.
It's gone, and that's gonna be enough damage for Sonicsan to take his another round. Or is it? This is scaled a lot.
No, okay.
It didn't kill the sliver.
Yeah, and the OD is gone, so there's no chip on normals either. But Svampen in chip range. Okay, this is gonna be about the parry.
Oh, he didn't do it. Wow! The delay timing, the composure from Sonicsan right there in that situation. Oh, what a far heavy to snipe out that empty hand.
And this time again. Out from the parry.
Svampen's hungry after that previous round.
Yeah, for sure.
Slip from his fingertips. Not going to let that happen again.
Good call out. Not quite able to convert from that height. Okay, there we go.
Very, very nice.
Woo. This is a spicy set.
Super spicy.
Yeah, too far there for the punish. Okay, they didn't have anything to convert to really there. Oh! Oh! Are you kidding me? There's no way he didn't lab that.
BT as well. There we go. Look at all that damage piled on.
Okay, gets out with the rush. Oh, big!
Great challenge. Kept it very simple, and it's going to be rewarded for it with the game. 3-2 now to Svampen.
Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, that answer from Svampen. You know, I was saying earlier, I don't feel like Sonicsan is someone who gets frazzled. That might frazzle even him, because that was, you know, I don't know, like, oh, that was very impressive.
Okay, that massive 2H of Zeta's just able to kind of secure that trade situation. Nice challenge right there.
Yep. Okay, yeah. See that interaction again. And, yep. Svampen keeps getting there. Yeah, I think Sonicsan has gotten afraid of going for other options because the time he did do the air throw, Svampen teched it. So he's kind of defaulting to the 2H in that situation and hasn't been paying off. A little bit too far away for the conversion there, unfortunately. Okay.
Nice timing on the new perspective.
Oh.
It's out range. Yes, it is. And that's going to be a massive counter hit combo. Keeping it nice and simple. Pushing it all the way to the SBA.
Not quite dead, though.
The sliver.
Oh, there you go. Okay, just chilling over here. Oh! Actually tags him when he's starting up the Rekka. And the throw, the Oki coming here, or baiting the parry maybe? No? Okay!
Oh, big call out on the 2M right there.
Yep. Massive damage. That time he was
mash coming out.
Parry, yeah. Oh, that's gonna be it! Svampen up 4-2 here against Sonicsan.
But I have to definitely credit Sonicsan right there. You know, he was playing under the assumption that Svampen was going to start baiting those parries, and Svampen was working around those parries, so he created his defense around that idea, and it was definitely working at points, but man, Svampen's still opening him up.
Believe in victory.
Yeah, for sure.
One. Engage.
A strong start this time from Sonicsan. A little bit of the extension with the 2L just to help cycle the cooldowns a little bit better. Ooh, almost on the punish.
Ooh, okay, really good usage of the 2M here for counter poking. Okay. Oh, wow. So ready on that flash.
Yeah, great
Good
choice
stuff,
to cancel right there. Goes for the forward throw instead of the back.
Ah,
a little bit too early.
Yeah, too early. Yeah. That's what I know.
Once again, just expecting Sonicsan to go for the parry. It was a pretty low risk maneuver for him to go for that, but Sonicsan not biting.
Oh, okay. Good tag there. Oh, what? Svampen was baiting him because he's been responding with the parry there several times. Oh, okay.
Ooh, I like
Massive.
that. Mixing up his air stalls this time with the JU dive kick.
Yeah. Yeah, there. Oh no! Sonicsan thought he had hit! Now Svampen gets to start playing. There's the throw, pushing to the corner. Parry still on cooldown. Parry is back now.
It is back, but I feel like we're not going to see it. And I'm correct. There we go. No, he dropped the combo.
Unfortunate. Oh, and he goes for the throw. Oh, this is a heartbreaker. Not going to kill because Super is not there. So what's the situation going to be?
Are you kidding me?
What?
Svampen slightly later on it, so he's able to win the exchange.
I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I need water. I'm sorry. Jesus, that was something.
Oh, good timing on that jump to get around the laser.
Oh, this time he gets it and the conversion as well. What's the Oki here? Okay, good back shift. Just returning back to the neutral. Good counter poking from Sonicsan. Got Svampen on the advance. And the OD activation is out. Okay, pressure.
This time just goes for the JM, knowing that Sonicsan, he'd been hitting so many of those 2-2Ms.
Yeah. And of course, the 5U from Zeta, a lot more scary on block in OD.
Yep, all that chip damage.
Oh, and the parry is gonna get pulled out.
Patience.
Svampen now sitting at 5-2. But I have a feeling the Sonicsan is not gonna switch characters no matter what.
Yeah, but he's locked in the Seox, at least for this game.
Yeah.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Yes, it is first to 7. Oh, got him with the Arvis. Yeah, he tried for that beautiful stuff again, but it was a little bit too far away. Oh, called him out! And the
Another
damage
call out
is
this
so
time.
big. Yeah, I feel like Sonicsan is playing a bit too heavily on the parry because the reward he gets is so small in comparison to the punishment if he's wrong. Like, the risk reward is just not there. It's like a much more valid version of Belial 5U, you know? Because I think it's a lot better than Belial's 5U. Obviously, it's frame 1. And it gives all knockdown. But I feel like on Wake Up in particular, he should be calming down with it a bit.
Yeah, the big thing he wants out of the on Wake Up out of the corner is just to get that side switch so he can start applying his offense, but
yeah,
Svampen has wisened up to this so beautifully.
Yeah. And now it's on cooldown, the Oki is there. Okay, Svampen just pushing. Oh. Oh, and he got him! Svampen already at 6! 6-2!
Yeah, Svampen really beginning to run away with this,
Oh,
and
going to the
Sonicsan
room.
returning to room. Yep.
Okay.
He's realized now that the game plan with Seox is really beginning to crumble, so he wants to try something else, whether it be the Belial, whether it be the desperation Granbluefantasyversus.
I'm expecting Belial.
Zeta versus Belial.
Yeah. He knows this character is a very good pick against Zeta. Some of the things that Svampen has been getting away with here do not work against Belial because of being -5, such as the EX Infinite Wonders on block, right? And I don't think he's won longer sets against Svampen with this character, but he's won sets against Svampen. You know, it's not like this pick doesn't work. He knows that it works to some extent, but you know, he listened to Fitty, he tried something, and see where it got him. I am gonna say it again. Don't listen to Fitty. Oh, called him out.
There's OS again.
Oh, and the shimmy.
Will he have the cooldowns to get the KO? Yes, he does. And now Svampen set point.
Oh,
here against Sonicsan.
Svampen 1 round away from taking a big victory here against Sonicsan. Okay.
Svampen, even against this new challenge, this new character, just looks exceptionally comfortable right now. But beautiful timing on that roll from Sonicsan. Now it's his time to apply that pressure.
Yeah. Okay. No reaction there from Sonicsan. Man. Sonicsan is just kind of throwing stuff at him. There's the OD. Yeah, Belial's pressure very scary when OD is on. I mean, it's already scary, but... Okay, Svampen gets the throw. Belial can't handle the Oki the same way.
Yeah, but now OD already gone.
Yeah, actually. I don't think this kills. No, he doesn't even go for the super. But... Oh, no, that's...
Will do it, and there's that hit, but not enough.
Not quite. Oh, backshift into rush.
Oh, the idea with the...
Okay.
Oh, that's Jose saving him.
And Sonicsan can get something here. Yeah, there's the DP. He had that SPA, and he good, and he gets taken by the 2L. Svampen closing out this first set against Sonicsan. 7-2. That's not the score I was expecting after the first 3 or 4 matches, let me tell you.
Yeah, it was so back and forth in those first few games, but Svampen really... I mean, we see on the screen right now the 5 straight wins in a row after those initial few. He had the game plan of Sonicsan just on lock. He had adapted to a lot of what Sonicsan was trying to throw at him, and a lot of these baits, a lot of these small decisions were working out beautifully in Svampen's favor.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Svampen came to play. The surprising thing to me is, like, obviously Svampen has played against Seox. He's practiced against Seox. You know, he's a top-tier character, right? He's a very good character. You need to practice against him. But being this ready for what is, to my knowledge, a surprise pick. Like, I strongly doubt he was expecting Sonicsan to go Seox against him here. Yeah, I mean, that's impressive. That's very impressive. Oh, man. I don't even know what to say. That is amazing stuff from Svampen, you know? And amazing stuff from Sonicsan too. Like, his sales was looking really strong. He was doing really good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, think about it this way, right? If that was a 1st to 2 or a 1st to 3, I'm pretty sure Sonicsan won. At least one of those 2.
The first to 2, he won. I'm almost certain. But he ended on 2, so he can't have won the first 3.
Yeah. So I think that's a testament to how strong and solid that Seox pick was right out the gate. It's just a case of, you know, for these longer sets, it's so critical to be able to adapt to your opponent on the fly, adapt to the strategies, and morph your game plan around what your opponent is doing, and then from there you can really start to mount your wins. And that's what we saw from Svampen. The shimmies, the delays, the empty options, the usage of the 2-2M in the air. We saw it all from Svampen, and it worked wonders.
Yeah, absolutely amazing stuff. Really, all these matches were great. Don't think anyone disappointed. So, you know, great stuff from everyone. I do have the matchups for next week, but I need to check some things. I can't officially announce them right now. They will be on my Twitter, maybe even as early as tonight. So, you know, stay tuned for that. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you guys for the subs. We have more contributions to the match arena. Thank you Master Cheap for $10. Thank you Patwo for $30 with the comment, "Let's go Dudeakoff." Nice. Also, I forgot. God Flash's comment when he donated $20 earlier. For Majin and the best gamers in EU. Thanks a lot, everyone. So yeah, we are going to be back next week. Same time, same place. Almost same gamers. Dragoi is gonna be part of it, you know. So that's gonna be exciting. Oh, contribution from Zaveid, $30. Gotta support while I can. Thank you so much, Zaveid. That is extremely appreciated. And yeah, I think with that, we are gonna wrap for today. If usually, you know, MrPOW or Svampen or someone is streaming after this ends, but they are not today, probably because they were playing in the competition. So usually I would raid them. But since they're not online, I'm actually gonna raid someone who plays a completely different game, with some foreshadowing before I do. I am going to be commentating a completely different game this weekend. It's not my event, but I am part of it. It's a game called Eternal Return. People who know me well know that I have been spamming this game religiously for about 2 years now. So if you have any interest in checking out something new, if you're interested in hearing my voice commentate something different, I would appreciate if you guys check it out. So the person I'm going to be raiding is Manta Style, who is the person who will be holding this tournament. Right now, it's not a tournament. She's just playing, you know, ranked games on her own. But go over there and show her some love. Oh, and she's weird. Just so you guys know. She's definitely weird. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll be back next week. Thank you so much, Viren, for joining me. It was a good time, right?
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to be a part of Clash of Champions here on the mic with you, Majin. And yeah, definitely looking forward to our upcoming sets next week.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot more coming for you guys. 6 more weeks left for this. And, you know, we also have our countdowns, right, on our avatars. So, you know, these were our number 7 picks. So look forward to seeing who else we're hoping to see in Granbluefantasyversus Rising. You know, keep supporting the game. Thank you for all the support you've shown to the event. And yeah, see you guys next week. Sending you guys over to Manta Style now. Yeah, hope you enjoy some Herbs Gaming and hope to see at least some of you in the chat during the weekend.